If I can make the whole church clap, but ain't a clap in the heavens, then that clap, that's a clap, clap. All the sudden glorified, sin mortified. The Holy Spirit going where that truth ain't watered down. The sound doctrine, His birth in the coming out. Let the roll sing it out, but that ain't where the power's found. The church has been clapping in weak sermons, leaving the weak hurt. That was changed by Sunday service. We need discernment, check what you be affirming, cause the church can be full of members, but empty in conversion. Preach the gospel, and stand back, look for change lives, not for headless. Love people well, oh they can stand at the church, till the church when the word won't stand up.
Edward, are you trying to get injured? Okay, cool. I'm just checking. Off the stage? Rise?
Lily, let me see your name tag. Okay, thank you.
All right, everyone, if you'll grab your seats for me, grab your seats. While you're grabbing your seats, let's hear if you're excited for night number 3. Woo! I love it. How many of you remember how this works? 2 of you. I love it. I love it. So help me out. If it's in the air, and if it's not, it's not. Very, very good. It's like you guys have been practicing. How many of you went home and you were standing in the mirror and you're like, ah! Maybe you need to practice a little bit more, all right? Here's your last chance before we kick into it, okay? Let me hear you. If it's in the air, make some noise. Guys, if it's in the air, you make noise. Oh my goodness. I've got it. Not how it works, Edward. All right, guys, we've had a fantastic week so far, and I don't want to put any pressure on us, but it's only gonna get better. I'm excited for what we have planned tonight. We've covered so much. Somebody raise your hand. How many of you remember the first truth that we covered on night number 1? Night number 1. Mason? All right, I'll come back to you. Luke? Close. What is the overall truth that we covered on night number 1? It was the story of Adam and Eve. And that reminded us that. Charlotte? Ooh, got it right here. Truth comes from God. And then last night, we learned our second truth. What is that, Bella? God's plan is best. I love it. You guys are dialed in and tracking with me. Let's go ahead and say our overall theme for the week. Our overall theme for the week, we're going to say it together, okay? It's that God's truth never changes. Now that all of you are awake, let's say it together. God's truth never changes. And if truth comes from God and God's truth never changes, then we can depend on, we can build our life on, we can put our faith and trust in the truth that comes from God that never, ever changes. We have our verse, that's kind of our theme verse for the week. Let's say Romans 12:2, all right? Say it with me. Romans 12:2. Do not be conformed to this age, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern what is the good, pleasing, and perfect will of God. And we talked on night 1. How many of you want to know what God... Oh man, I keep forgetting it! Romans 12:2. Romans 12:2. Maybe by the end of the week, I'll have it down, all right? Edward, I need you to remind me next time. We talked on night number 1, how many of us want to know what God has planned for our life? We want to know what God wants us to do for our life. Hopefully all of us would raise our hand. Well, this lays out for us that as we are conformed, or as we are turned into what God has planned for us, as we trust His truth, as we submit to His plan, we will be continually shaped into an image that reflects Him to the entire world around us. All right, let's sing our theme song for the week. Everybody stand up, stand up, stand up. We're singing this song together.
Time.
All right, you guys may be seated, and I'm so thankful as we continue walking through this week, we're going to learn more and more about that rock that we can build our lives on. All right, so you saw last night, we have our 4th and 5th grade classes currently in the lead for the offering, but now is our chance, all right? You should have the offering buckets in your general vicinity, all right? We're going to play just a little bit of music, and while it's going, leaders, if you'll help me out, collect that money and bring that up to the front. All right, if you brought something with you, don't get missed. Don't get missed. Tatum? Nailed it. All right, everyone. Remember that the offering that we have this week is going to be used for a team that we are sending to Zambia. So the money that you give is going to help spread the gospel in a place that you may never visit. That means you're having an impact all around the world. And so I'm excited. We'll have the update at the end of the night as to who has raised the most so far, but there's still 2 more nights. And what does the winning age group get? Somebody help me out. Winning age group, what do they get? The chance of a lifetime. An opportunity to dunk me in a dunk tank. Luckily, I don't think any of you can throw worth a lick, so I'll be dry. I'll be so dry Thursday night. I'm not worried at all. At all. Well, guys, as we continue going throughout this night, we do have our 2 friends that have something that they want to remind us of. Pay attention.
About to do some digging there?
Oh, no, I'm on my way to the sandcastle competition.
Oh, that is so much fun. I know you're going to have a blast.
Well, yeah, I'm going to win the whole thing.
Well, that's a good attitude to have, but you know, there are a lot of people that do it, a lot of professionals.
My mama told me I'm special. I don't need professionals. I got it.
You got it? Okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
just know that the last year's winner, it took them 5.5 hours with a whole team of people
Are
to
you
win.
5.5 hours?
5.5
Oh,
hours.
I thought I could do it on my own. Maybe I'm in trouble.
Might be. You know, a lot of times we think that we can do things on our own, and there's a lot of times that we can't. And a lot of people think that if you do good things and do good deeds and love people, that you'll get to heaven. And that's not the case.
Wait, it's not?
It's not. There's only one way to get to heaven, and that's through God's Son, Jesus.
Oh, man. Well, I'm starting to think maybe just like we need Jesus to get into heaven, I need some people to help me. Would you be willing to help me with this competition?
Absolutely. I love building sandcastles. Let's go.
right.
Let's win this.
Guys, tonight, if we could throw the truth for tonight up on the screen, this is what we're walking through tonight in all of the different groups that we're going to be part of. It's the reminder that everyone needs Jesus. You may look at your life and say, well, I'm not as bad as somebody else. Or maybe the things that I've done don't need as much help or forgiveness as somebody else. But in the story that we're going to cover tonight, we're going to see that every single one of us needs Jesus. No matter what your age is, or where you're from, or what you have or don't have, we all have the same need. Now, that may sound a little bit discouraging, but to me, that offers so much hope, because all of us need Jesus, and the gift that he offers is free to every single one of us. So let's say this truth together. Everyone needs Jesus. Let's try it again. Everyone needs Jesus. One more time, and actually together this time. Everyone needs Jesus. All right, we're about to learn the song for today. And while we do, if K4 and K5, if you guys want to be dismissed and head up to dinner. As they're headed out, if you guys will stand up for me, we're going to learn a brand new song.
Some people say there's more than one way to get to heaven. Be kind enough, show people some love, and you'll be okay. But it's not what you do if it's left up to you. That only gets you so far. You know it's all about grace, love, mercy, and faith, and trusting God with your heart to get to heaven. Hey, admit to God that you're a sinner and repent. Believe that Jesus is the Son of God. See, confess your faith in Jesus as Savior and Lord. He's the only way to heaven. Jesus, the only way to heaven. Jesus. Some people say there's more than one way to get to heaven. Don't lie or steal, make everyone feel good most every day. But it's not what you do if it's left up to you. That only gets you so far. You know it's all about grace, love, mercy, and faith, and trusting God with your heart to get to heaven. Hey, admit to God that you're a sinner and repent. Believe that Jesus is the Son of God. See, confess your faith in Jesus as Savior and Lord. He's the only way to heaven. Jesus, the only way to heaven. Jesus, He's the only way to heaven. Jesus, the only way to heaven.
Oh, I missed the dramatic pose at the end. Goodness. If you guys will grab a seat. All right, so our truth for today, it's important to remember every single one of us has the same need. And just like I said yesterday, as we're walking through the different rotations, as you have questions, raise your hand and ask those questions. All of the leaders here want to make sure that what we're sharing with you is understood. How many of you have had somebody say something to you and you're like, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea what that means. We had a student yesterday, I'm going to call you out, Joshua, asked several questions during our Bible time, and it was great. It was. Because if you don't know what we're talking about, if you don't know what's going on, then guess what? You'll go home and you still won't know. If you raise your hand and ask those questions, you'll have the opportunity to hopefully understand better the things that we're talking about, all right? As we head into our first rotation, I'm going to dismiss third grade first. So third grade, if you want to stand up, and you guys can exit out this way. Third grade, third grade. All right, fourth and fifth grade, if you guys want to follow behind them. First grade, you guys will be right behind fourth and fifth. As soon as they clear, second grade, if you guys will walk out this back. Yep, right there. There you go.